What's cooking good looking? Hey y'all, I'm Katie with Catherine Chase Photography, and welcome to my office and studio.
Lately, I've been building things, castles and airplanes. I've been painting pictures from my dreams.
So today I am bringing you another tip, trick, and tutorial video to help bring your blogging and your photography to the next level. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. The point of your ideal avatar is to help you establish a tribe. It's to help you be the one to get emails that say, oh, it was like you were talking right to me. It's like you were inside my head. It's like you just know me. That's the goal. That's the dream. A lot of these exercises will have you thinking about who your person is, where they shop, what they look like, their income, and their children. How many children do they have? Do they not have children? What is their lifestyle like? There's all these questions that these kinds of exercises tend to bring up. But I feel as though nobody ever really describes why we ask these questions and what benefit there really is to asking these questions and to figuring them out. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. To establish your ideal client avatar, you're going to need to look at both demographics and psychographics. Demographics are the things like hair color, age, how many children they have, where do they live, all of those kind of factual things, whereas psychographics are more what they think and how they think. And psychographics often stem from demographics. That's why it's super important that you establish those demographics first. Giving your person an identity, giving your idea an identity will help you to navigate what their past experiences were and how they now act or how they now think based on those. If you are thinking of a client avatar that is a woman and she used to live in the city and now she's moved to the country for a simpler life, her psychographics are going to be a bit different than a woman that's been in the city for her whole life, that loves that fast-paced environment, that loves that hustle and bustle. Her psychographics are going to be different than that now country mom that wanted to slow things down and focus on children and that sort of thing. So being able to establish those demographics helps to lead you and guide you in those psychographics. Both are super important in establishing who your ideal avatar is and furthering you along in your career and how to help them. Snapshot of your audience. Think of your ideal reader or your ideal client, and that's essentially who it is. And with a client avatar, if you don't actually have a person that fits those kind of requirements, like if you say you're a VA and you're looking for a client that makes over 100K a year in their handmade business, they actually make products and they require certain services and they require certain knowledge for you to actually work with them. So if you don't actually know someone in that field, making that amount of money, being that kind of person that you really want to help, it can be difficult for you to actually adjust and talk about your services. So the idea of a client avatar and in making one is to actually make that person. So you would think, what is your ideal client? So for example, my ideal client for Chase Studio Co., my food blog, is a millennial mom. She's in her late 20s, let's say about 27. She's got probably 6 kids. Her husband works full time. She is a stay-at-home mom. She's doing all she can to run her household. Seems like she's always caught up with chores. Like she has a lot going on. And even though she's home, she's still missing that time with her children. You know, some of them are off to school, some of them are of school age and off to school, or maybe she even homeschools, you know, but she is still missing that kind of one-on-one time, that time designated to interact more with her children. Seems like she's constantly making food, cleaning it up, making food, cleaning it up. There's just no end to it. And it frustrates her when she doesn't have anything prepared, or when she has to run to the store 5 times a week because she didn't plan out their meals. So that's taking a lot of time and a lot of energy, and it's stressful getting all the kids into the car. So that's my ideal avatar for Chase Studio Co. And there's more that goes into it, but that's just a little snapshot of it. And so that has worked for me, being able to make an ideal avatar, someone that's pretend or fake, because I don't necessarily know someone that is of that age and has that many children. I know people with that many children, and I know people of that age, but I don't know someone specifically that is both of those, but I know that they're out there. So for me, and what you'll see a lot of business owners recommending, is that you make that ideal person, because that ideal person is out there. And by doing that, by thinking about where they shop, by thinking about how old they are, how many kids they have, that helps you get really specific on their problems. So a millennial mom, for example, of 6 kids, is going to have a different mindset. She's going to have different ideas, different opinions. She's going to shop differently. Her desires and her motivations, all her goals, those things are all going to be different for a millennial mom versus a mom that's maybe in her 40s and she's got 6 kids, but they're a bit older. So that's not to say that my brand is not going to appeal to that older mom, but I want to think about and write to the specific needs of that millennial mom, because I have an authenticity there. Being a millennial myself, or even if you're not in the same genre, you will likely have an authenticity. There's a reason why you connect with that client avatar. There's a reason why you are passionate about how you can help them solve problems. And solving those problems is going to come from knowing them, knowing who they are, knowing what their story is, and then you figuring out how to fix them. The point of a client avatar is to help you figure out how to help them best. A business owner, if you're a VA, a business owner that makes $50K a year versus a business owner that makes $200K a year are going to have different needs. They're going to have different wants. They're going to have different goals, desires. There's going to be a different way that they run their business. So you have to think, as the one wanting to help them, what are the differences? So you're going to have a 50K blogger or business owner that you want to help, and maybe she needs help starting up a social media account, whereas a brand owner that's making $200K a year likely already has those established, and she's already got a routine that she likes to be in, and she just needs someone to come alongside her and to just pick up the slack, or just take it right from her, so she can focus on a different aspect of her business that she enjoys more, or that is bringing her more profit. They may be posting on social media once a day, whereas the 200K a year brand owner may be posting 3-4 times a day. they're likely going to have a different setup and a different business model. So you have to be sure of your offerings. Are you offering packages that only include posting once a day? If you're offering those, you're not going to be the right fit for the 200K business owner that's looking at your site. So you have to find those business owners, those brands, that ideal avatar to help you build your package, to help you build your brand, to help you build your services, because you need to know who you want to help, and you need to know how you're going to help them, because as people grow, their needs, their wants, and their desires are going to be different. As you get to know your ideal people, you get to know how to attract more of them. Attracting more of them will help you to establish a tribe. Those are people that are going to come alongside you, that are going to lift you up, that are going to say, yeah, this is a great idea. And even people in those tribes will be the one to keep you in line, which is by far one of the biggest advantages to creating a client avatar, is someone to keep you in line. Whether that person is real or fake, that person, their wants, their needs, and their desires are going to be what also helps to steer you in the right direction and show you when you're getting off course. If I am an Instagram VA, if I'm someone specializing in Instagram because my client avatar just does not understand it whatsoever and gets super frustrated at it, if I go on a whim and try and write about Pinterest or even Facebook, my client avatar is there to remind me, okay, I need to focus on Instagram. If I can bring this full circle back into Instagram, great. But if I end up writing a blog post solely on Facebook or on Pinterest, my client avatar is likely going to leave, or is likely going to skip that blog, and then all that information is for naught. That client may already know what they need to know about those other platforms. They are coming to you for a specific reason, and if they're not getting that reason, that purpose fulfilled and met, then they're likely to search for someone else. And if that someone else has a better idea of who their client avatar is and how to serve them, you may lose that reader. When you're writing blog posts or even social media captions, you should be writing as if you're writing to your best friend. You should know your avatar inside and out so deeply that it's as if you are writing to your best friend. You should know what terms are going to attract them. You should know if they're encouraged by motivational quotes. You should know if they're encouraged by beautiful feeds. You should know if they need statistics, if they need a dictionary definition of a term, or if they are looking for just someone really laid back and chill and ready to just give it to them straight. You should know your ideal avatar so that you can be the ideal service provider, whether you are a blogger or a business owner. Your goal as a service provider and as a business owner is to fill the gaps. There's more than enough room and more than enough business for us all to be here. There's more than enough business to go around to everyone. We all need help with something. So your goal is to find your niche and to find who you help in that niche. You are to carve out a space just for you, one that's going to help you establish yourself as the go-to person. Businesses still run on word of mouth, even in this crazy online community. So it's best to be referable. You want people to remember you. You want people to remember the experience. You want people to remember how you solved a problem for them. Not the problem that they had, but that it was solved and that it took a weight off of their shoulders. Determining your client avatar will help you figure out how to sell to them without coming across as sleazy or salesy. You want to connect with them on a deeper level. You want to show that you really understand their struggles and you know how to solve them. Establishing who your ideal reader and client is going to help you decide who those dream clients are. It's not all about money. It's not all about experience. It's about the experience you have together. You want dream clients. Those dream clients want those dream service providers. They want that dream blog. They want their life to be made easy. And the easier and more simple that you can make it for them to get the answers to their questions and to solve their struggles, the more likely they're going to be to come back to you again and again and again, because they trust you. You're going to build a repertoire with them. And they're going to come to you because they know, she's speaking to me. I know she speaks to my trouble. She helped me solve this issue. I know she's going to help me solve another one. And this may change over time. As we evolve, as our businesses evolve, it's very likely that your avatar will evolve as well. So don't expect that by starting off your business that you are stuck with this one person that you made up in your head. That's not going to happen. As you make these people up, as you start to build your business, you're going to run into the real deal. You're going to find those clients that match your avatar, but that offer their own little twist. And that's awesome, because they're going to show you what you didn't think of. They're going to show you what you were missing. So you're going to be able to change and adapt and evolve with them. Your services will become better. Your blog posts will become more niched. You're going to know exactly what it is that you need to do to keep pace and to help those clients achieve more and to serve them more and serve them better. And zoning in on who that client is and what their struggles are and what they really need from you is going to help you in every area, from product creation to service creation to even blog posts. It's going to help guide you in the ways that are going to benefit them the most, and in the ways to establish and connect and create a relationship that's rock solid and long lasting. You can't try and do everything, and you shouldn't. You should carve out a few places that you know you want to be an expert in, or you know you are super passionate about, and go for them. If you're still struggling to know your client avatar, it's okay though to go into Facebook groups and say, hey, this is what I'm looking for, or these are the type of people that I want to help. Is this you? Are you a mom of 6? Are you a business owner making $200K a year in your branding business? It's okay to go in and ask if there are people with a certain criteria, and then ask to schedule a call with them. Ask to interview them and get to know them. Get to know them on a deeper level and to establish that connection and figure out what their struggles really are. So that's it for today. Hope you guys learned something awesome and can start putting this stuff into practice. I will also link to the full blog post as well as the worksheet that you can download for free, get it delivered right to your email inbox, and star it when it happens. Save it to your desktop, whatever it is you need to do to have it on hand so you can reference it. And stay tuned for more videos, tips, tricks, and tutorials coming your way.
Lately, I've been building things, castles and airplanes. I've been painting pictures from my dreams.